So, with movie theaters closed and God only knowing when they'll reopen, I thought now would be the perfect time to talk about my favorite movie franchise. So, let's get right into the show. Welcome back to I Watch Movies, where I watch movies, rate them, and get your feedback. I'm Josh, and today we'll be talking about Star Wars. So I recently had a poll on my Instagram channel on my two favorite franchises, Star Wars and Harry Potter. To no one's surprise, the polls were really close, but in the end, Star Wars won with 53%. So for the next couple weeks, I'll be reviewing all 9 episodes of Star Wars. I'll do them in numbered order, as I thought release order was a little more unorganized, because it would go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. See? But with all that confusion out the way, let's get right into Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Star Wars Episode 1 is directed by George Lucas and stars Liam Neeson, Ian McGregor, Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, and a slew of other actors. Star Wars is very complicated to summarize without giving too many spoilers, so I'll try my very best and not go into too much details. That way, I don't ruin the movie for you. Episode 1 begins with a Jedi Knight named Qui-Gon Jinn and his apprentice, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who go to negotiate after Naboo's invaded by the Trade Federation. The Trade Federation is ran by a secret Sith Lord named Darth Sidious and his apprentice, Darth Maul. While negotiating, Sidious demands that the Federation kill the two Jedi. They escape and make their way to the Queen of Naboo, Queen Padme, while also picking up some unwanted characters. The Queen soon realizes that she can't win this war, so she requests to go to Coruscant to seek some help. On the way there, the ship messes up and they must land on a planet named Tatooine, where they stumble across a slave boy named Anakin, who has a real strange connection with the Force. Because of this, Qui-Gon believes that this boy is the chosen one, that the Jedi prophecy speaks of, who will bring balance to the Force. The ship gets fixed, and they head to Coruscant with Anakin, while simultaneously getting attacked by Darth Maul. On Coruscant, the Queen really can't get help, so she returns to Naboo, escorted by Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, to make an alliance with the Gungan, who are Jar Jar's people. Now ready, Naboo and the Trade Federation go to war, while Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan have a duel of fates with Darth Maul. So let's get into what I like about this movie. What I like about this movie is not much. The only thing I love about this movie is Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. This fight is top 5 best duels in all of Star Wars. And the reason why is because of the choreography, the chorus, everything is perfect in this duel. This duel has long-lasting effects that go throughout all the movies. It affects many characters. It affects the future of Star Wars. And to be honest, there's a lot on the line in this duel. Not like other duels in Star Wars where it's just you win, or if you lose, you die or get a arm cut off. No, this is important to everything that has to do with Star Wars. So let's get into the mixed aspect of this movie. The mixed aspect to me is the characters. I like some and I hate others. And it's pretty obvious who I like. I like Qui-Gon, I like Obi-Wan, I even like Padme. They're okay. You know, they're the heart of this movie. Who do I dislike? I dislike Jar Jar, and I understand Jar Jar was aimed for kids. But when this movie came out, I was a kid, and I disliked him back then. So imagine how I feel now. I dislike Annie, and no, he is very different from Anakin. Very, very different. And I dislike Yoda. Yoda was too serious for me. I grew up watching Yoda, the Yoda from 4, 5, 6, and seeing him so serious kind of made me not like him as much. Now, let's get into the bad. There are a lot of bad things in this movie. Jar Jar is the worst thing that ever happened to this movie. But realistically, it's the CGI. The CGI in this movie, I guess at the time, was amazing, but it did not age well. This CGI is very played out, and you can tell the scenes that are real from the scenes that are fake, and there's a lot of fake scenes. You can tell that the background is just, they did a horrible job with the CGI. It doesn't blend well, it looks disgusting. And there are scenes where they do voiceovers and it looks ridiculous. You can hear it, you can see the mouth movement. It looks horrible.
Presents great danger to us all.
Even me, who I can't edit that well, I think I would have done a better job than the editors doing that movie. So guys, that's my review on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. If I had to rate this film, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. This movie's okay. This movie's watchable. This movie is not the best, and it's mostly because it lacks good CGI, it has horrible voiceover, and characters I can't stand. But that's okay. This film is still important to the Star Wars community and to me as well. This is literally the first film. I understand George Lucas did 4, 5, 6 first, but he only did that because he thought those were more interesting. He wanted to start with Episode 1, and he always had this in his brain. But 1 is the starting point of it all. It's the most important film because it starts Star Wars as a whole. So guys, if you enjoyed what you watched today, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want me to do a summary on all of Star Wars, comment down below. I'll be more than happy to do that. With all that being said, thank you guys, and remember, I watch movies, so you might not have to.